Be on that
be
shit.
Be you. Let that be the lesson that you learned from this podcast is to be you, be huge, be ginormous.
Hello everyone, and welcome to The Gay Agenda. This is our, 6th episode at this point? We've been doing a bit. We've been doing a lot.
Yeah, I can't keep count. It's been a lot, but it's been fun. It's been like a fun lot. Our 6th episode.
This is our 6th episode.
Wow.
And today we're going to be talking about clubbing. This is our first ever, I guess, more candid. We have people on the pod.
I know we've been talking about bringing people onto our episode, and we finally have 2 of our very close friends. Like, it's about fucking time.
It
like,
is
in my
about
opinion,
time.
It's not long overdue. Not even over. It's about time.
It's about time.
It's about time.
It's the sixth episode. We're gonna be talking about clubbing. We're gonna be doing all things, and to be quite real, these bitches, we love them. They have been around for clubbing. They've known what it's like. They see what it's like.
Basically,
they've been around every motherfucking weekend. But at the same time, like, we all like are very close. Yeah. So I'm gonna introduce, obviously, but at the same time, plug yourself and plug your socials and anything that is relevant to you.
Anymore because I'm in school now.
Speak up, baby.
So I don't have social anymore because I'm in school thanks to James more. So I deactivated my Instagram and my Snapchat. I only have 2.
I love a cleanse.
I did because it was too much. It was too much on there, and I know it distracted me. But I am Brianna nonetheless. No matter what you see me in social media as, I am Brianna. This is.
I'm Josh. Very excited to be hosting the first one. We are hosting.
You are hosting.
You honestly are. I feel like we're the guest stars.
You guys are hosting. We are the guest
stars.
That was
honestly that was very masculine of you to do.
You were
like, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you
meddling. If it wasn't for the civilian,
you know. I just edit it out. I can just keep going.
I can still be the host.
So Josh is my roommate. We love Josh so much. Josh literally owns this motherfucking house.
Yes, we do.
And he's so grateful to be able to have me, and also I'm grateful to have him. Like, it's literally like a working like friendship that we've always wanted. I feel like when we first met, it was very much like we already vibed. Like, literally the first time we saw each other, we actually knew. Yeah. And same with Brianna. I've known Brianna for a fucking long minute. Yeah. I've known her longer than everybody here, to be quite real.
And you guys haven't seen me. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
I've known
that's some
him.
tea, but we'll save it for later.
No, it's not some tea. Because I honestly, if I can speak a little freely, I am very proud of the person he has become and the life that he has created for himself, because he's always wanted this kind of life. And I've known it before he made it, but I've also known that he can make it, and the fact that he's done it and proved to himself that he can do it is like, you dig me? It's some shit. So I'm happy for him, and I'm happy of who he is and who he has become. And you guys will realize more and more as you go along in this little podcast that he has about him and his personality, because he's fucking funny. Sometimes he's annoying, but that has nothing to do with you. That has more to do with how funny he is.
Right, that's a sidebar.
Exactly.
Right.
2 funny people, it gets to the point where it's like, all right, somebody needs to shut up. But
speaking of shut up. So speaking of shut up.
Laughing?
Anyway.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, but it's okay. I love Brianna. I love Josh. And I wanted them to be on this podcast so bad. Like, I've literally been trying to get...
No, just ignore it.
I can't ignore it.
I'll correct it. No, we can't.
And we're back.
And we're back after this brief advertisement. James?
So, continuing.
I hated that ad.
Yeah. The ad that
monetized.
Right, the monetization is crazy. No, it says. So we wanted to do a podcast about clubbing because these beautiful people have been with me like for a minute. Like, Brianna's been with me since I first started going out to the clubs in Tampa. Obviously, I lived in Vegas. So that was a whole other experience. But the fact that, like, she was able to actually like be around and wanting to withstand my ass is insane. So
I think
we
it was
love
the
that.
opposite.
It was a little bit of both.
Yeah, okay. So now I think it was a very equal partnership. Because there was nights where you had to be with Stan, and there was nights where I was getting kicked out of the club and I had to be with Stan.
I remember that.
He was right there behind me, like, okay, she's good. So I think we needed each other to grow as to where we are now.
1,000%.
I'm 100% grateful that we did.
I also think it's good for like a straight person and a gay person to like go clubbing with each other so we can understand the differences between each other.
Right.
1,000%.
Like,
I
can't wait. Like, I'm honestly so excited.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I'm so excited.
We've had so many experiences together that, like, I personally can't even, like, imagine my life before I was clubbing and doing anything. Like, actually being social, like, beforehand, that shit was, like, so different. Like, with you specifically, we had, like, an entire, like, moment where it was just me and you for, like, a minute. Like, to be real.
For like a whole month.
A whole girl longer than
like,
that.
Every weekend.
Yeah.
Just, like, and it was everything he did, I did. Everything, like, every liquor that you drank before the club to get you fucked up, he drank, I drank. Every shot that you got in the club, he drank, I drank. Both of you were at the limit equally. Because both of you drank as much as you could drink with each other. So I know that he's fucked up because I'm halfway across the club fucked up.
Yeah.
So I know it's like, it's equal. If I have to find anybody, it's going to be him. Yeah. If I need anybody to talk to anybody on behalf of me, it's going to be him. And I think it gave me security. I don't know if it gave you, but it gave me security because I came with that person. That person has as much influence inside of him as I have inside of me, so he knows where I'm at, so he can understand me.
1,000%.
So I think that really helped.
And also, we're both very protective. So, like, regardless of, like, whoever's with us, like, if Josh is with me and it's just Josh and me, like, that would be a whole nother, like, Bibby, you know I got you. Right. Same with you. That's always the thing. Like, I can't go out and feel like, oh, there's this security unless I actually make it happen, and that's the only thing that keeps me, like, sane.
Ooh, I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're in, like, a club situation alone, that shit just feels, like, weird. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I can't be alone in a club. I can't, like, enjoy my time and know that I'm safe unless I have someone else that is going to be there to know, oh, like, where is this person? Like, where are they? Like, we have to make sure we're all on good shit. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? I always wonder what it's like for somebody who does do that. Like, for a person who doesn't have friends.
I feel like they make friends. Like,
but how? If they don't have any. So, like, how is it going into a social situation?
It's intimidating.
Going
out
alone.
I would think so. Yeah. I mean, usually people, like, try and find people online and then go out that way.
Yeah.
Which is a new way of doing it now.
I can probably count the number of times on one hand that I've been out, like, by myself. Like, on a night out, like a Friday or a Saturday night, especially, no. It's just, like, it's very intimidating, and, like, you can get lost in the sauce, you know?
1,000%.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, I remember the first time that me and Bree went out, it was literally, like, we literally just kind of, I felt like we ignored everything around us, and we were just dancing together. We were, like, throwing our hands up together, holding hands.
When are you talking about?
When we were in Bradley's. We were in Bradley's, and we literally were just dancing, and we were just holding each other's hands and, like, looking at each other and laughing, and we were just vibing.
Isn't that when and we were in the middle? I'm so sorry. You can't be in on the secret. But, yes, we were.
Y'all were really lost in the sauce.
No, but literally, but it made it better because when you're in a new situation, you're nervous and you're very vigilant of who's watching you and what they think and how you can make friends with the people who's watching you. So you're very, like, you're, like, controlling what you can and can't do. In that moment, I feel like we just let go. Yeah, like, we were kind of just like, you're here with me and I'm here with you, and let's do it. Yeah. And when we did it, it was awesome. It was one of my first times watching a drag show too. Yeah. And it was amazing.
That was probably one of the best nights you went out. Like,
it was amazing.
It was good.
It felt like such a euphoric, like, experience. Yeah. Like, one of these is gonna be written down in a book.
Oh, right. 1,000%.
You're gonna be old. You're gonna be like, 1,000%. You know, like, to your kids.
That first time I went and saw a wig.
He said, I saw the wig for the first time. It didn't fly off.
And it wasn't Chapel Roan.
Right. I'm screaming.
We were not at the Pink Pony Club.
Not at the Pink Pony Club. I'm screaming. But
anyway, we should talk about do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts of clubbing.
Oh, yeah. Now that we're
That's
talking about
1,000%. But I think we should all, because we, obviously, 4 people on a podcast, that is a bit. But I wanted to make sure that these people were in it because they mean a lot to me. So I obviously want this to be what it is. But I think we all have do's and don'ts. I think we all have differences in what we see.
But I feel like we all share do's and don'ts as well.
1,000%.
Like,
I think we definitely do.
Yeah.
1,000%. I would say that.
Should we do like do's and then don'ts?
I think we should do do's
or like do
and
one
then
do
don'ts.
and then don't and then do one do and then
No.
like.
No, wait, that was a good idea. I think we should all do one do and one don't.
Okay.
And then explain it, and then the other one. You know,
I like that. I like that. Okay.
Let me start off.
Yeah. Let's let Josh start off.
Let's go.
Are we doing do's?
With a do.
With the
and
do.
something that needs to happen more.
Okay.
Is
Yes.
when you go to a club, is you're there to club. You're there to have fun.
Exactly.
Too often, I see too many people out here just like holding their drink, sitting off to the side, looking around.
You know who is a great example of that? You. You are a clubber. I meant in like a good way. Like you don't give a fuck. Like, I love that in a good way. In a good way. You are a clubber. Like you want to go. You want to have fun.
Right.
You don't care about.
I don't think say clubber. Say like he's social.
Period.
Right.
Like
I'm on the dance floor. I'm dancing.
Which is crazy because he's military and he's social.
I've noticed that
hold on.
you don't care.
Let's let each other talk first.
Yeah,
we're talking over each other.
No, that's fine. No, that was the gist of it. Like, just dance on the floor. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, kind of thing. You know, if you're on the sidelines, don't get in your head.
Yes.
You know, like I feel like a lot of people are like that. So, just put yourself out there more. I guess is what I want to say.
And that was a don't. You do a don't.
And what's your opinions
I'll come
on
back
that?
to the don't.
Right.
Okay.
So what's your opinion on that, Brie? What do you think?
I think he's absolutely right. I'm gonna do my own. Is that okay? My do. Let's start with a don't. My don't.
Not the don't. We're on do's. We're on do's.
Told him.
Negative first.
My don't is don't hover. I've said this to him 100 times because we both feel the same kind of way. I don't like people who hover. When I mean hover is I mean if I take you out to the club and it's me, you, Thomas, and Jeff. Do not hover me so that Thomas and Jeff are also hovering around me and now I have 3 people just watching me waiting to see where I go in the club and what vibe I bring. No. If I bring you to a club, I want you to expand. I want you to socialize. I want you to go outside of your shell and ask somebody.
Be your own person.
Yes.
Yeah.
To have
I
fun.
want you to ask somebody, what do you like to drink? If not, I want you to ask somebody, what's the name of the song? Anything that invites you to like a conversation that you normally wouldn't have if it was just me and you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to stick on to me.
I never thought of that.
I don't want it to seem like I don't want you around me. Because I do. I do want you around me. I want you at least 4 feet around me.
Semi-social
COVID, but less.
Right. Don't be here, because I don't need you here. I need you over there, but I need you in your own life and in your own graciousness so that when I pull you out of it, you're like, okay, but what's your number? Because my friend is pulling me.
Right.
I want that experience for you when we're at the club.
1,000%.
That's my don't. And I can't stress this enough. My don't is for you and for me. It's not only for me. I want you to explore. If I bring you out with me, I know how social I am. And James can accommodate for this. I'm very social at clubs. That's my dog. So if you hear him, just...
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
He's barking at a leaf.
Yeah, yes.
A single leaf that fell off. The leaf that fell off the tree.
Yeah.
That's why we love
James
him.
can accommodate too. I'm very social at a club and I'm very everywhere, and that's what gives me the experience, like the full experience. So I would like for you to experience the same thing as me. So don't cling on to me, because my people aren't your people. I want you to find your people.
1,000%.
That's my don't.
Yeah.
My do. Damn, it is hard to find a do. Do get people to pay for shots for me and you. Do that.
We'll bounce
Do
back
that.
off of that.
If
Anyway.
an old man offers to pay for your shot, baby, make sure you tell him, well, I'm with my twin sister, fraternal sister, external sister, long distance sister, auntie from another mother. She's with me, so you have to do that with your friends.
Yeah.
That makes you a good friend.
It's very much, I think, too, like, you do need to have that kind of friendship in the club. Like, to be honest, like, you can't go to a club and expect to just hang around the people that you are with. Like, that happens way too often. I see it happening all the fucking time. Regardless, like, I mean,
Facts.
Kyle, Josh, Bree knows that, like, there are, like, groups that I've tried to associate with and try to be friends with, but, like, there is literally, like, at least one or two people that will hover and will completely ignore the signs of other people trying to buy us shots. And it's like, yo, they should be doing that for everybody.
The hoes.
You scaring them away.
You're scaring the hoes.
And at the same time, the same note, we should be able to talk to people and have, like, a moment where, like, one, you can, like, mingle with people you don't fucking know. And to also be able to, like, honestly create a conversation, like how Brie was saying, create a conversation that is open and that is honest. It doesn't have to be truthful 1,000%, but be yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to, like, understand, like, there are other people who are out and there are other people who are trying to understand other people. So you have to make that work. And there's a lot of people who will just stand around and wait for their group to move or whatever. And granted, we're all in our 20s, you know what I mean? Like, it is very much a normalcy to see a lot of people being in a group setting, but there is a lot of people who are afraid to talk or to engage or to really see other people. And, like, it becomes almost like a crutch for some of those people. And, like, yeah, go ahead.
What do you think is a do or don't besides mine? So
So for me, a do would be dance. Keep that shit popping. Like,
kind of goes off of what Josh said.
Yeah, like, and let me say this, to be real. Before Florida, even in Vegas, I wasn't the type of person to, like, dance and be out of my comfort zone. But it took literally just me knowing that, like, I don't fucking know these people. Like, if they're going to judge me, if they're going to judge me, let them judge me.
Yeah, they're going to talk regardless.
Right. Exactly. At the end of the day, they're going to literally be like, oh my God, I remember this one person, he was popping his fucking ass. Like, he was doing all this shit. Like, he was having a great time. And that's what it should be. You're not there to just fucking find the next dick or to find the next person. Like, you're literally there to enjoy your time and be with friends, understand other people, be around an atmosphere that you're not comfortable with. And sometimes, like, literally, you can attest to this.
Yeah.
There are people who are not as comfortable in a situation like that, or there's not people who are comfortable. Because to be real, I mean, Brianna comes with me to the gay bars. She fucking loves the gay bars. Josh, me, and Kyle are all gay.
Who cling on to you just because they don't know how to be themselves.
1,000%.
I feel like I don't want to say gay, because I feel like any atmosphere where you are welcome to be yourself, please do it. Like, do it. Don't be afraid to do it, because other people are doing it so proudly. I feel like that's a thing.
Yeah.
That other people are talking to other people and dancing and doing this so proudly and prideful that you're kind of intimidated and you're like, I can't do it like that. Like, I can't say it out loud and dance like that out loud. Just do it. Because nobody's watching you. In this moment, nobody gives a fuck about you. I don't know if I can curse.
No, yeah.
Nobody cares about you.
And also, a lot of people are drunk or on substances. Yeah. No one cares. Like,
exactly.
No one
Everybody's
cares.
having their own experience, so please.
People are probably going to cheer you on
to the most.
for doing that.
To be honest,
Live your experience to the most. I can't stress that enough. Don't let nothing hold you back. If you feel like screaming, if you feel like dancing, if you feel like getting down and dropping your knees, maybe do it because it's your life. Like,
people will probably join you.
You can't take that back. Yes, we will.
And if they don't join you, they're going to be cheering and clapping because they know that you're just enjoying your time. And to be honest, like, I'm going to speak on this real fast because I think this is very true.
So I guess a do. I'm very big on this. You're very big on this as well. We arrive together. We leave together.
1,000%.
Now, jumping off of that, we're all adults. You want to leave with someone? Totally fine. Tell us. We are all communicative. That's going in.
Solid.
Solid. I'm solid. We're all adults. We all speak to one another. We all have phones. Very, very, very big on that. Like, right. I'm not going to leave without James knowing, without you knowing, without Bree knowing. Like, we're all going to tell each other. Yeah. We're not children. Like, we're not going to Irish goodbye, even though I am Irish.
Now you're fucking Hispanic.
We're not claims by loads.
We're not going to be immature about that. Like, I'll respect one another. I'm not gonna have you blowing up my phone, you blowing up my phone, you blowing up my phone. Where are you? We're all adults. Like, we're all there to have fun. If you want to go home with someone, go home with someone. I encourage that, but tell us. Be like, hey, jumping off of that too. Girl, if he ugly, tell me. Like,
period.
Another
if
two.
he ugly, another
ugly, I
if
signal
he's
me.
ugly, tell me.
Always be there.
Yes. Oh, be a real one. Yes. Be a real one.
Always.
Yeah, I mean,
don't let that shit go by.
But if I am persistent, let it go by.
But you never know. If the man is ugly and your friend is looking to look at you for some kind of excuse, don't let it slip. Because that can lead to sexual assault. That can lead to fucking aggravated assault. That can lead to a bunch of things if that man doesn't understand no from that specific person. So if your friend wants your backup and saying no, give it to them.
Very that.
Yeah.
Tackle that man. Like a linebacker on the goddamn Florida Rays. Tackle that man.
Florida
Rays.
Please.
I don't know. That's their baseball
that's
team. I don't know their
wild.
football
No,
team.
yeah.
I don't know their football team.
I would attest to that. I think it's like, you know, obviously we don't want to sound superficial, but like it is very much like, you know, like
if that guy's not your type, but he's not
if
your
he's
type,
not your type,
like,
then
we all have different types. Keep it real, keep it 100. Like,
you don't want to entertain something that isn't like actually what you're feeling.
Right.
Okay.
Obviously there are caveats to that, but there's not. It says,
well, no, there is.
Be a
like
real
I
one.
said, if it's physically what you're not feeling, if you're telling me with your pupils that this man needs to get off your back, then okay. But if you're telling me with your pupils that this man is something you can get along with, I'm gonna wait for your A-okay.
That's a telekinetic friendship right there, where you're like, girl, read what I'm fucking saying.
Right.
Read my mind. Like,
don't jump in when I don't need you to, because now it's awkward and I look like a bitch. Let's not do that. Let's not do that right now. So just know to read your friends. Exactly. Read your friends and read the situation
that is
more
a good
than
deal.
Your friends.
That is a good deal. Yeah. Josh?
I was just going to go off of that. For the people that do go out by themselves or they don't have like friends around in that kind of circumstance, if you go to the bar, this is like universal across the U.S. at least that I know. If you're in trouble, if you ask for an angel shot to the bartender,
they'll give you water.
They'll give you water.
Wait, explain it for people that don't know.
They'll do whatever they got to do to help you.
I did not know that.
When you tell them that, they know something is up.
I didn't know
and
that.
That's when they'll ask follow-up questions about that.
Oh
that's
my
wild.
God. Is that
I had no clue.
Oh.
Yep.
Good job. Thanks.
I never
we
knew
kind of
that.
just got out of it.
Right. I was going to say, because like beforehand.
I don't know. James and I would just scrap. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's the first time that I've ever heard that. And that's something crazy because I've always, I mean, okay, let me be real.
And you're from Vegas. Like,
that's wild. I never knew that. So like, even in Vegas, like there was times where like, I wasn't sure if I was safe, but like I was fine and I always got myself out of the situation. Even in Tampa, there has been some times where like I've had to call a friend and I'm like, please come get me. Like, I don't know what the fuck this person thinks is happening. Like, this was not the intention for tonight and it's getting very forceful. Like, obviously at that point, that's when I call somebody. But I never knew that. So obviously that is a do. Yeah. If you ever feel like you're in danger or whatever, that is a great thing. Oh, we're having side conversations.
No, so what I was gonna build on his, because that was his U.S. defense.
Okay, but we're on a pod, so you got to speak up.
So if you're ever kidnapped and you can't speak you can't make any kind of, what I mean is they use
different episode.
No, it's fine.
No, this is great. This is great.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Keep going.
It's not when you mean it's not only for when you're being kidnapped. If you're in a club and you're with your friends and you don't know what to say when you're in an uncomfortable situation, because maybe you're nonverbal, maybe you're antisocial, you just accept everything that's coming to you.
Or you freeze up.
Exactly. Tell your friends this means help. It's very simple. It's a thumbs up, but when you do it like this, sideways, it means help in sign language. And they do that to show you that this means help if you're being kidnapped, like in the back of the trunk of a car or with a person, no matter what in the situation, it means help. So, help. I may be wrong. I may be doing it the wrong way, but I know that thumbs up means help. So, if you're in a situation, teach your friends, teach your best friend, the main person that's going out with everybody in the group that night, teach them that this is what you mean when you feel uncomfortable. So when you do, they can help you. And you can have just as great an experience as everybody else. Because I felt uncomfortable and my friend helped me. And now I can keep partying with everybody else. Because they helped me situate to the experience. Please. Just help yourself.
I did not know that. But at the same time, it is a learning lesson to many people that, like, a lot of things can be fun at the club. But a lot of things can turn bad quickly. And it depends on who you're with. Obviously, I think, to be real, like, people who are in their 20s are very much going to be considerate of who they're with. And I would hope to God, regardless of what population, if you're in LA, if you're in New York, you should at least communicate and have some way of knowing, like, okay, like, what should I say if someone's, like, kind of harassing me? Or, like, what should I do if, like, someone won't leave me the fuck alone? Like, I've had many situations that people just continue to persist. And there was even one time, like, specifically I remember, I was with Kyle and I was with a few other people. And this one guy from Miami came up to me and was not leaving me the fuck alone. He was clearly trying to take me home. And he literally told me, he was like, your friends are seeming very protective over you. And I was like, yeah, as they should.
I think I remember this.
Yeah,
I think I remember this, yeah.
That was a whole moment where I was like, I mean, he wasn't giving, like, weird energy, but it was like,
possessive energy.
You need to back the fuck up. Yeah. Like, there are people who are just trying to enjoy their time, which we were trying to do. But this situation happens often. And also, too, like, literally, the angel shot thing I've never heard of, but I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah,
smart. I've never heard that.
Because there's people probably listening that have never heard that as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, to be quite real. But, I mean, it's a fun time if you make it fun and you have good communication with your friends. It shouldn't be, and to be quite real, if you're going alone, just be realistic on, like, be mindful and know that there are people who are out there that will try to hurt you. Like, it's not just, like, all fun and games and great
Which
and
is
peaches.
hard because you're going out with yourself, so you're looking for people who are fun and games and include you in the experience and all that. So I know it's so hard. But what I feel like he's saying is just
be aware.
Yes. Please be aware. Be aware of who they're with and how they act before they came up to you. Don't just react of the initial response of them coming up to you. React off of what you've seen them do before they came up to you. If they did weird shit, then, you know what I'm saying, go sideways. If they didn't do weird shit and you don't know any better, take like 1-2 drinks with them, peep what they're going with, and after that, act. But never act off of initial response. Please, I beg of you. Never act off of initial response. Because, people are...
Speaking true.
There's been times where, like, I swear, like, I thought things were all cute and fun, and, like, I'd look at Brianna, and she's like, no, like, this is getting very weird.
Yes.
And, like, that's where you need to have that secondary judgment, whether you're fucked up or not, to be quite real. There is a moment where you kind of need to come back to reality.
Yeah.
And be like, you know what, like... This feels weird.
Right.
Like, it feels weird. If you have a gut feeling, go with your gut feeling. Because the last thing you want to do is be in a position where you have to fend for yourself and no one else is around. There's no witnesses. There's no nothing. Like, the club is fucking amazing and fun. Right. And it can be a blast.
But if you're smart,
9 out of 10 times, the fun is fun as fuck. Like,
I
know we've been harping on, like, this dangerous situation. But don't get it twisted. It's most of the time it's very fun.
Just be aware. Just be aware.
Just be aware.
All right, talk about the fun that is, like, to be expected.
Like, what is the best night that you've had?
The best night
that you can recall.
I don't know if I can reveal those details.
No, not details.
Right.
Overall.
Just run over the skimming points.
Points.
Like something.
Like name a night where it's just like the headline.
And it doesn't have
to be. So what we're gonna talk about now? We just drained you with the rapid effects of rape, kidnapping, and murder.
Right.
And now that we've skimmed over that part,
which I feel like should have been
we're gonna
drained.
lighten it up. We're gonna fill it up with the very fun-filled, liquor-produced fun and or not sober, liquor or sober produced
vibes
of the club.
Right, vibes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Josh is now gonna talk about, after we just talked about our do's and don'ts. Shut up. The things that you can absolutely do at a club. Gersh, well, we're talking from the gay point of view.
Yeah.
Point of view. But please, make me seem like it's safe to do it in a straight bar, because I would hope it is. Go, Josh.
Speak
Sure.
up right when you talk.
Do's. So do's, I did kind of hit on this earlier, but do dance. Do put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Be confident.
Yeah. Do not lose your friends.
No.
Always be with them. I don't know much beyond that. Do have a drink or two.
Yes.
Of course,
Yeah.
or 3 or 4. Whatever.
Do always have a drink before. Trust me.
Mm.
Always have a drink
Pre-game.
before. 3
We are very much
or
on
4.
pre-games.
Have a drink before the club, because you want to spend
Club drinks are
$110
expensive.
on green tea shots. Baby, please have 3 or 4 shots before the club. Me and James know this is like a ritual.
Yes.
Always get a bottle before the club and drink when you park. Always when you park, do not drink and drive ever in your life.
Do not drink and
Ugly.
drive.
We don't do
you are
that.
ugly if you do that.
Exactly. We don't do that. Park, drink, and walk. Always drink and walk. Drink and walk.
Yeah, I would say I'm gonna do a counter.
Mm-hmm.
Do not. Fuck, I had it. Oh yeah. Do not be a negative Nelly. Like, don't be the one to be. I mean, Kate, you can be sober, of course. We support our sober queens. Like, we love that.
Miguel.
We love
support
that,
Miguel.
right? Well, whoever, like, do not. Okay, so actually, 2 on this part. Don't force people to drink. And do not force people to have fun. If they're not having fun, let them know, hey, by the way, like, I'm noticing you're not really having the best time. Like, if you want to go early, you're more than welcome to go early. But at the same time, like, if you are one of those people who is kind of just like antisocial, you know, maybe it might take you a few times of outings to kind of get out of that bubble, because I get that. I very much was very introverted before I started going out. Yeah. But it makes sense why some people don't want to engage.
More like try to advocate for fun but never pressure.
Well, speaking on that, people that are like that and they're just having a bad day, just point it out, be like, hey babe, I noticed something's off.
Exactly.
If
like
you're
Kyle
not feeling
and
it,
James are trying to say, always advocate.
Always, honestly, always care. Like, always care. Be like, hey babes, I notice vibes aren't vibing right now. What's going on? If you wanted to leave, no problem. If you want to stay, no problem too. I just wanted to have a convo. Want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. Right,
we just want to. We all care about each other.
Right,
we all care about each other. Honestly,
I do.
Have a brat summer.
Have a brat
summer.
I'm surprised I didn't say that.
What? Have a brat summer. The meaning of that, in responsibility.
Right.
Have a brat summer in responsibility. Have fucking fun.
Yes.
Care about club classics. We want to bring club culture into this within responsibility.
Which is crazy, because we talked about a lot of don'ts, and I know that brings a lot of pressure to shoulders after we talk about don'ts, which becomes scary, because for me, I get tangled up in a lot of don'ts. I know he told me to talk about it. You get tangled up in all the don'ts, but please open your eyes to the do's of this conversation, of the entire conversation. Take the do's as important as you take the don'ts, and put the don'ts to the side when your do's overlap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have fun, which is what he said. Pay attention to the people that you're with, which is what he said. I said just literally let go. James gave a point into being yourself and dancing and being you, and Kyle.
Charlie XCX. Have a brat summer.
Yeah.
Like,
have a brat summer.
I don't know how else to put it. Like 360. Like
right.
I have one more.
Yeah.
Be a wingman. Be a fucking wingman. If you notice that your friend is like interested in this other person and they're being a little shy, and they just need that extra push.
Hype them up.
Push that push.
Yes.
Push that bitch.
He
Push that
bought me a boat.
Push
He
that
bought
My
me a boat
motto-
for charity.
My motto
Right.
in the club is the worst they could say is no.
No.
Yeah,
the worst
right.
they could say is no. How many people are in the fucking club?
But also,
Like-
be okay with rejection because
Period.
it happens
Period.
a lot.
You will not be
Yeah.
everyone's type,
You
and
will
that
not.
is okay.
Right.
That is another episode we want to talk about
Oh,
mental
yeah.
health and all the struggles of that. But that is okay.
Yeah.
You will not be everyone's type. Who cares? You are someone's type in that club.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Don't think because you're not one's type, you're not everyone's type.
Exactly.
Please don't think
Period.
that, baby. Because there's one person that will say no, and there's 354 people who will say absolutely yes
300
every time.
There are 360 people
Yes.
that will say
Every
yes.
time they say
Okay,
yes.
What about
This
like,
is a brat summer.
right,
This is a
right.
brat
But like,
summer.
what about like 365 people? How about 365 people? At the end of the day, make sure you're being safe. Make sure you're having a good time. But also make sure to be real with yourself. Like,
And
there are
where-
moments where I've literally... I mean, we all are capable of Delulu, to be quite real.
Of course.
On the regular.
But, no, like, very much real.
Yes,
like,
okay.
on the
On
very
the
much
real,
daily.
like,
Right. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be a thing where, like, okay, like, I'm gonna pursue this person, and because I don't think I have a chance, I'm gonna not. Like, bitch, take your fucking
Awesome.
chance. And if you can't take that chance, then, like, you really just need to, not, like, maybe not
If
be
you
there.
can't, no. If you can't take the chance, then step back and realize what you need to work on. If you cannot take that chance, it's because there's something holding you back. So
Period.
realize what's holding you back and face that. And face that in your own time, and then take that chance. Once you step over that one bridge, take the next one, but do not rush it. If you feel like you can't take the chance that we're all talking about and expressing about, that's A-okay, my mans. That is A-okay. Take every step that you can in your life, because it's your life. You're going to regret it if you take advice from people that aren't living what you're living through. My greatest advice to this whole podcast is please just step accordingly to your life.
I
Step
agree.
accordingly.
I think this was a great episode on just do's and don'ts of
This
clubbing.
was.
There are many, I mean, to be quite real, there probably will be another episode about, like, our favorite moments, but that's also, like, you know, to be quite real, you know, alcohol does not let you remember as much as you should. So,
But alcohol
Period.
is fun. Within responsibility.
with moderation.
In
In
moderation.
Within-
In moderation. Alcohol is
Within-
fun in moderation.
Yes.
Don't you do it and tell your mother that I told you to do it, and then that Caribbean woman is beating my ass instead of yours.
this sounds
I
like a
swear to
personal
God,
anecdote.
I will find you, Jose. I will find you, and I'll beat your ass.
Oh, damn.
Don't tell your mom that I
Not
said
the violence on the podcast. God damn. No, it didn't. It's okay. But I'm going to let you
Tell-
know.
We don't
Well,
condone violence.
We do
No,
not
we
condone.
don't.
And
Even
also,
by your mother.
And, okay, damn.
Who is mother?
Fuck.
Jose's mother.
Okay.
James was the one who said to indulge violence. Not me.
I did not do that. I can
He
get
said,
a little...
actually, I don't remember that,
I
but
can get a little teeny bit aggressive, but it's only when I feel like I've been provoked by other
you've
people.
been doing way better, though.
Yeah,
You
because
haven't.
to
Yeah.
be real,
Right.
you got
heard
a whole
that,
problem
man.
with me, you got a problem with everybody.
Defend
That's
yourself.
the thing. 1,000%. Oh my god, defend yourself. Like, do not let people walk on you. That is something I've
Oh,
seen
yes.
time and time again. I don't understand why people sit there and they act like they have no voice.
Don't say you don't understand.
Don't
No,
take
okay.
shit
Because you,
from nobody.
point is,
But don't
even
take
if
shit.
you feel like you have no voice in the situation, even if your anxiety is taking over you and you feel like you have to be small in order for somebody else to feel big and the situation to be over,
Be the mature
don't
one.
do it. Don't do it. Don't feel small, because no matter how small you are, it just initiates them into feeling big, and that's not going to solve anything.
Not at all.
It's just going to make the situation worse.
Yeah.
End the situation. Be big so you can end the situation, because you know
1,000%.
better. And if you know better, do better. Please do me a favor. Be as big as you feel like you need to be.
Be huge.
Never be small.
Be
huge.
ginormous.
Be big back.
Be
Be
fucking huge.
literally-
Be big back. Be
be-
ginormous.
be literally whale
you.
size.
Right.
Be on that
Be
shit.
you. Let that be the lesson that you learned from this podcast, is to be you, be huge, be ginormous. Be
Be ginormous. Please be ginormous. Please.
Right.
Be you. But all laughs aside, be fucking you. Please speak up. Beat them up, even if you lose.
Be 1,000%.
Yes.
We're gonna end this podcast on a good note. I'm so happy that Josh and Bree could be with us in this podcast. We're going to be doing another episode with them. And do not mind if the wardrobe does not change. If it does, it does.
Don't worry about
it. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, 360. It's a Brad summer.
Yeah.
It's a Brad summer.
But to be real, there is many a times where you need to just trust your gut. There's times where you need to be with your friends. There's times where you're going to want to have fun with other people. And that is fine. You can make friends. You can meet other people.
And even if you need to hover, as long as you make it aware to your friend that you need to hover, it's okay.
And as long as you're not having a great night,
tell your friends.
Tell people.
Yeah.
Tell your closest friend. Be like, hey, my mental health is not really good tonight, but I showed out. I showed out. It's
but
just
you don't
not
have to.
all the way there. Not saying you have to, but if you do,
you only have to when it incorporates to you not having fun.
Right.
If you can have fun and then leave, and then you have to tell your friend, like, this is the point where I have to leave,
gotta go.
then leave and tell your friend.
You gotta set boundaries. You gotta set boundaries.
Set your boundaries.
Respectfully.
But when you're following your friend around in the club and your friend doesn't know why the fuck you're on their tail, if you need to speak up, my love, speak up.
Yes.
It's just better to have communication.
Yes.
It's literally so important. Like, there are times where I've been at the club and people that I was with left, and I'm like, okay, well, now I'm here alone, and that's uncomfortable.
Right.
So I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to leave now.
Period.
But it would be better if people could just at least say something. And not only is that happening,
you're calling them like, what the fuck
right.
happened?
You're
like,
in nervous
you're worried
panic.
about so
You're
many
in
things
panic.
all at once
Right.
when you a simple been like, hey, I'm gonna go. Like, simple. Could have
Yeah.
solved so many problems.
We love that Bree just ran off, but we're going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope that you guys tune in for the next episode of the podcast. And at the end of the day, we love you, and we want to make sure you guys are being safe. And Brianna wants her moment right now, so we're gonna give her moment.
You can shut that.
But you know, we love all of our friends, and we want to make sure everyone's safe, regardless if you're a friend or not. If you're a listener, please understand what we're saying.
Have a brat summer, but be responsible with it. We like cute brat summers. Charlie XCX.
We do. And I'm going to second that. That says, I love myself a brat summer, baby. This is the first ever, and probably only ever, but at the end of the day,
an iconic.
We have to make sure we're being safe and make sure that you're doing responsible behaviors. There are a lot of people who will use substances in the club, and you know what? Like, we're not here to judge anybody because it happens, and who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, be safe and make sure that you're doing what you feel is comfortable. And at the end of the day, have a fucking amazing time. Like, don't let people fucking get in your head. Don't let shit happen. A minute, now you.
You bitch.
Yes, that's me. Go ahead.
Line.
Right. Line.
Line. Be you. Unapologetically. Please, I didn't pronounce that word right.
Yeah, she's
But unapologetically, I'm Hispanic. I'm en favor. Do you what you have to do without feeling bad, please. If you don't have any reason, do not overthink. Overthinking is so easy, so stop it. Stop it in its tracks. When you feel like it's something that's good for you, do it. And cut off any access information.
Have fun.
Please. Yes, have fun. Breathe. That's all.
What about you, Josh?
Also, yeah, have fun and breathe. I think that's a good thing to live by.
And Prince,
I'm Mother Goose.
He's still talking.
I am Mother Goose.
She is
So
Mother Goose.
I just like to reiterate that you should have a plan to go to and from the club.
Yes.
So that didn't get hit on earlier, but I just want to make sure that's in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't be drinking and driving again.
not cute.
Not cute, and you don't want a DUI. That will fucking ruin you.
Yeah, that'll ruin your
Don't
whole
want
life,
that.
baby.
But yeah, just have at the club is a great time. So make it great. Don't get in your head, and just have a good, positive outlook on it.
Yes.
I didn't say my socials before, so I'll just plug it in now.
Plug it in, baby.
But my Instagram is at JoshW_Baker. And with that, I'll turn it over to the host.
I'm only Brie.
Not you.
She's the host. Go ahead. No, we're gonna let Brianna plug her shit. Let's do that.
Only ONLYBRIXO is literally my Instagram that is shut off for the moment because I'm in school. But in 2 months, it'll be back on. So just wait for me.
Period. So obviously you guys have heard it multiple times. Well, actually, I did change my handle on Instagram officially to my music handle.
I was gonna say, can we say?
Yeah. So also too, I did not plug this, but like
You
I
should.
did release a whole project that just literally came out like 2 weeks ago. I didn't say it on the podcast that we had last time, but that was only because we were way too involved in what we were doing at the time. But my newest project is A Creative. It's a indie pop album. It is such a cute fucking
So
bop.
good.
It's about the
So
gay
good.
experience.
Recommend.
It's the gay
Highly
experience, and it's very much an honest, but also like very much because clearly
He's been working on it for over a year, so you motherfuckers better listen to this shit.
it's a 2-year project. I literally started this project when I moved to Florida, which was a fucking trip, but it has been nothing but amazing. Music videos are out too. The whole project is out. Please listen to it. You can find that at official Jaime Music on SoundCloud. You can also find it at official Jaime Music and Jaime is JAIME. I'll make sure to put it in the sidebar. But yeah, please listen to it. Also, my Instagram is at JAIME Jaime Music, or fuck, I fucked that up.
It's okay.
At Jaime_music_, because some bitch thought they could take Jaime Music. So,
Or
I hate that
bitch.
shit.
yeah. But anyway, we're moving on to your handles.
I only have an Instagram. Mine is at Kyle Broyles, KYLEBROYLES. Please follow us. And
That's
I
gonna
love all
do
you beautiful
it.
bitches.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
It is a
I love
vibe.
having
This
guest
was fun.
stars.
It was fun as fuck.
We're going
This
to
was
be
so cute.
continuing this whole guest star experience, and I hope to God that Josh comes back on. I hope Bree comes back on. Bree will actually be on our next episode, so I hope you guys are excited. We're going to have a big conversation.
A straight
on,
female alpha.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it. I'm
gonna
so
give her
excited. I'm
perspective.
so excited.
We're gonna give we're gonna get her perspective on the hookup culture of both gay and
Ooh,
straight.
That's fine.
So
I have
that's gonna
been
be
waiting
fun.
for this. I have
Okay,
been waiting
okay.
for this. I have been talking to James about this for weeks. I was
Okay.
like, I
All
want
right.
straight people on these episodes to give their perspective. I'm so excited for
I
it,
think
especially
can.
female people.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
All right.
Yeah.
Like,
I can. 100%.
Well, I hope you guys
Next time.
enjoyed, and I hope you guys tune in for the next episode. If you guys are new, please follow and share on whatever platform you're listening
Follow
to.
and subscribe, motherfuckers.
Right, subscribe if it's on YouTube, follow if it's on Spotify or SoundCloud, whatever fucking
Follow us
literally
on
it's on
Instagram.
everything.
Yes.
And follow us on Insta to keep up with our lives, and we love you guys, and we're going to see you guys in the very next episode of The Gay Agenda.